My name is Kelly. I spend my days taking care of my children. My husband works late for our family. As a result, we hardly have any conversation as a couple. He's a refreshing salesman who's good at making people laugh. I think he's quite handsome. Life has been tough, but I've convinced myself this is happiness. Then one day, my sister-in-law Sarah came to me and said, "I'm in a relationship with your husband. I'm pregnant, so please divorce him." Huh? I didn't know what she was talking about and didn't know what to say. Stunned, I just opened my mouth and stared at Sarah. She kept on, desperately pleading with me. "Please! I love your husband. I'm carrying his baby. So, divorce him." The word divorce kept repeating. I couldn't understand what she was saying. "Are you sure it's my husband's baby?" "Yes. Because we're in love." "But Sarah, you're married to my brother Josh, right? It might be his baby." "No, it should be Josh's baby." "I'm a mother. I know whose baby it is," she insisted, which just made it more troubling. She was admitting to an affair. Does she not realize it's infidelity? "How long have you and my husband been together?" 2 years. 2 years? Why? I didn't see you two in that way. Despite my confusion, a part of me was calm. I hated that I could be so composed in such a situation. 2 years ago, I came to see you for something, but you weren't there. It was just your children and him. He listened to me then, and I thought, what a kind man. Gradually, as he continued to listen to my problems, I fell for him, and before I knew it, we were in a relationship. Just like that. I understand there are issues with my husband, but you shouldn't have let it happen, right? You can't stop love. Oh, okay. So, divorce him, she said, presenting a blank divorce form. Why are you bringing the divorce papers? You know, strike while the iron is hot. This is a matter between husband and wife. I mused, recalling the past. Why did my husband get involved with Sarah? He was always kind and cheerful, thinking of the family. Come to think of it, I met him at work, where we grew close after sharing our troubles. Sarah did the same. Back then, I felt victorious dating a kind and handsome man like him. But after getting married, I realized it was all an illusion. Just a week into our marriage, I found out he had kids. His parents had been taking care of them, but they came to live with us after our marriage. 5 children in total. My life as a mother started as if I'd been deceived. The feeling of being a newlywed was blown away, replaced by tirelessly running around for the sake of the children. Their ages ranged from 10 to 1. As a new mother with no experience, I panicked countless times. My husband, always late, would just say it's part of being a parent. I barely had time for myself, losing my identity as a woman. Looking at married friends, they all seemed happy, but the person I saw in the mirror looked much older than my age. My hair was unkempt, and I had no time for makeup. It felt like I got married just to take care of children. Was this really married life? How many times have I pondered over this tiring life? I couldn't help but be tired of such a life. Yet, the children were adorable, calling me mom and clinging to me. Crying not to hate them. Gradually, I became a mother amidst the chaos. And now, to hear my husband had an affair. I was suffering, raising his children, while he was out playing around. Claiming to work for the family, but in reality, just a man driven by his desire. Trusting everything to me while he enjoyed life. Somehow, anger welled up inside me. Still, it's ironic that I, the older sister, am the cheated wife and my brother is the cheated husband. We're quite the pair. Unaware of my thoughts, Sarah hands me a pen. So prepared. Please, divorce him for his sake, mine, and the baby's. What about my brother? Huh? Have you told my brother about the baby? Not yet. Why not? Well, if you don't divorce, I can't marry him. If I can't marry, I'll have to raise this child alone. I don't want that. So I think it's best to tell my husband after your divorce is finalized and Josh agrees to marry me. How selfish. She only thinks of herself. Why did my husband choose such a woman? And why did my brother love her? Am I that much worse than her? Hey, you don't need to think so hard. Just divorce him. I'm 7 years younger than you. I think I'm more suited for him. I want to hit her. For a moment, I wanted to tear her apart, but the quietly listening kids must be eavesdropping. Unable to fight in front of them, I bite my lip. I'm pregnant, so it's only natural for you to divorce. Sarah says, smiling. Staring at her, I finally say, fine. Really? You'll divorce? Yes, I'll divorce. But being a mother of 5 is tough. Good luck. Huh? The one who gave birth should raise them. I didn't give birth to any of them. What do you mean? She's puzzled. Apparently, she wants to marry him without knowing anything. They're all his children with his ex-wife. As soon as I married, I became a mother of 5. There are so many kids, I can barely manage them, let alone have my own. Wait, his ex-wife had all 5? No, each from a different mother. That means... Right, he divorces after a while when a baby is born. Be careful not to end up divorced after giving birth. That's... By the way, since my brother doesn't know, I should tell him soon. No, it's okay, I'll tell him later. That won't do. You're talking about remarrying Josh as soon as I divorce. Women can't remarry for 6 months, you know. While saying this, I called my brother. Sarah is desperately trying to stop me, but I don't understand why. But now, her feelings don't matter. When the call connects, I tell my brother everything. He's shocked. Understandably. I panicked too. But like me, he calmly chooses divorce. Good for you. You can marry Josh once the divorce finalized. You'll be a mother of 6. 6? The baby in your belly. 6 kids. Good for you. After marriage, you'll mostly care for kids and hardly talk to your husband. I say, picking up the pen and starting to sign on the divorce papers. Just then, my unsuspecting husband returns home. I'm home. He's always cheerful. Oh, you're early. Yeah, I managed to leave early. Maybe you knew Sarah was here. What? Why is she here? She came to ask for a divorce. So, here. I showed him the completed divorce papers. Just fill in your part, and we're done. No, I can't. Why is this happening? Because it's been discovered you had an affair. Sarah's pregnant with your baby. That's ridiculous. What about the kids? They're all your children, aren't they? Sarah will be a good mother to them. They will miss you. It's what you've done. Sure, it's hard to leave them, but it can't be helped. If it's hard to leave the kids, why don't you take them all? Then I can enjoy my newlywed life with Josh. Life's not that easy. These kids aren't legally my adopted children. I can't just take them with me like pets. That's true. They're attached to you and see you as their mother. But leaving them, what does that mean? You can't do that if you think about the kids, can you? It's rich hearing that from you, the one who had an affair. Using the kids as a shield after your infidelity. You chose Sarah, and she's pregnant with your child. There's nothing more I can do. Fine, I'll give you the kids, take them with you. Are you sure about this person? Well, it's too late now. It's both of your problems. I was betrayed and abandoned, so I won't say anymore. Good luck. Wait, Kelly, I don't want a divorce. My husband shouts, but I can't imagine staying with someone who betrayed me. I leave and drive to my parents' house, thinking of the sad kids. I thought everything was over. But it seems my husband didn't want it to end. The next day, he shows up at my parents' house. I'm sorry, Kelly. I did have a physical relationship with Sarah. But I never meant to betray you. Huh? Just because there was a physical relationship doesn't mean my heart wasn't with you and the kids. What are you talking about? That's exactly what infidelity is. While claiming to work, you were cozy with another woman. I can't imagine staying with you. Don't say that. The kids have been so sad since you left. They've never looked this lonely before. Stop using the kids like that. It's cowardly. But it's true. What's true? You cheated while I was busy with the kids. I didn't mean to. You know what they say, a man who doesn't eat what's served is a shame. What era are you living in? If that's a man's shame, isn't cheating a husband's shame? Think about it. I'm a desirable man. You're lucky to have a husband like me. Huh? Don't joke. I'm too busy with the kids to even put on makeup. My hair's a mess chasing after them every day. That's exactly it. I look outside because I'm attracted to beautiful things. You had a part in this too. What? You've lost your femininity. Once you became a mother, you lost your charm. That's why I wanted to be with other women. It's not just my problem. What? Whose fault do you think it is? It's because you had 5 kids. Being a mother leaves no time for myself. But I keep myself clean and go to the barber every month. If you try, you can do it too. You have time because you don't play with the kids or care for them. Don't yell. I admit I was wrong. But you were happy, right? You get to see a handsome man like me every day. I'll give that happiness to Sarah. No, I refuse her. It was just a fling. I never intended to marry her. What are you saying? You even had a child with her. That's the thing. Is it really my child? I've never made a mistake like that. It's strange that she got pregnant. I don't care. I'm offering you a remarriage with your mistress. But I prefer a girlfriend like Sarah for an affair. For marriage, I want someone like you, Kelly. I can't trust anyone else with my home. You mean you can't trust anyone else with your seed? Yeah, you're clever, Kelly. You! Don't make that face. It'll add wrinkles. Enough. You can remarry a woman 7 years younger. Go home. Sarah wants you to take the kids. It's not about giving or receiving. True, but I think it's okay if Kelly takes them. I have to work and can't care for them. If you really want me to take them, pay me $7,000 a month. Why? Child support, $1,400 per child. That leaves me with $500. Impossible! Then find someone else to care for them. I'm not continuing the life I had before. What life? A housekeeper. No, you're a proper mother. Don't joke. You sow your seeds and are satisfied. You made me give up being a woman, treating me like a housekeeper. I refuse. You're remarrying Sarah, let her do it. I don't intend to remarry her. Josh insists, but since he got Sarah pregnant, he has to take responsibility. I kicked him out, yelling never to contact me again. But a few days later, Sarah called. Hey, take the kids already. They're not my children, so I have no obligation to take them. They're going to be yours, so you better take care of them. This isn't a joke. Why should I start parenting now when I'm not even married? Starting to practice now rather than after the baby's born is better, isn't it? Stop joking. I'm pregnant. So what? You think pregnant women don't parent? Moms around the world have 2, 3 kids. Meaning, they parent even while pregnant. But it's my first. I started at 0. I became a mother right after marrying without any experience. If I could do it, so can you. You're even more experienced, being pregnant. Your husband is mine, but I don't want the kids. You can't have a husband and not the kids. That's not how it works. Too naive. Look, I'm pregnant and feel sick. I'm nauseous all the time. Nauseous yet you could bring a divorce paper and ask for a divorce? If it's that bad, you shouldn't have been able to do that. It was easier back then. You wouldn't understand, you've never been pregnant. Sure. Just now, I got punched in my belly. You knew he had kids and still took him. That means you expected this. You chose this. Who expects to be punched in the belly of a pregnant woman? It happens with kids. One cries while you're holding another, or they scribble on the floor with pens when you look away. What's with these kids? It's good they're energetic. I can't joke about this continuing after marriage. It's not a joke, it will continue. No way! Even if you say no, it's inevitable. This is reality. Your choice. I'll give them all to you. Then you'll pay $7,000 a month? What? $7,000 for what? Child support. Raising kids costs money. That's the expected amount. How much does he earn? About $8,000, I think. $8,000? If I give you $7,000, I'm left with only $1,000. Yep. I can't live like that. Exactly. So you have to take care of the kids. I'm divorced now. Then, come here and take care of them. I see. Then I'd need a salary. You'll probably want me to do housework too. So, $8,000 for a housekeeper and babysitter. Not the whole thing. Of course. Housekeeping and childcare are tough. That's why only people with money can hire someone. Why should I pay my ex-wife that much? I'm a stranger now. I need to earn a living. If I work there, that's the salary I need. That's impossible. You know it's impossible and you're saying it on purpose. It's a reasonable amount considering the workload. If you don't like it, do it yourself. This isn't what I expected. Too late now. You're pregnant with his child. Accept it. Sarah kept repeating she didn't expect this, but I had no intention of helping her. I just prayed the kids wouldn't suffer. Later, Josh contacted me, which surprised me since we're divorced. But after hearing him out, I understood. I have a long business trip. I asked Sarah to watch the kids, but I'm worried. Can you check on them? Josh's parents live far away, so they can't help. That's why he asked me. I didn't want to agree, but for the kids' sake, I couldn't refuse. A couple of days after Josh left, I went to check and was shocked by the state of things. I took photos and sent them to Josh. What's this all about? Your house. What the heck is this? It's a natural reaction. The room is a mess, dark, with the 5 kids clustered together, sitting blankly. Where's Sarah? She's not here. Since when? She left right after you went on your business trip. So that's 2 whole days already? Yes. What about food? What have they been eating? They were told to eat whatever's in the fridge. But everything in there needs cooking. It's terrible to expect the kids to eat that. So where are the kids now? They're at my parents' house. They're attached to my mom. And where are you? I'm cleaning up here. I can't bring the kids back to this mess. I see, sorry. If Sarah comes back while I'm here, I plan to give her a piece of my mind, but she probably won't return. She left those kids alone for 2 days. Yeah, I guess so. What are you going to do? What do you mean? Is just coming back from your trip enough? If you leave them with Sarah, who knows what'll happen to them? Can you look after them until I return? Don't joke. Can't you see I can't work like this? Okay, I get it. I'll come back as soon as I can, though it might be late at night. Late at night? Don't joke. Those kids are missing you. Come back now. All right, I'll try. After hanging up and arranging his work, Josh returns 4 hours later. But before picking up the kids from my parents, he said he'd talk to Sarah. I waited for Josh's return after tidying the room. Sorry, Kelly. Sorry isn't enough. Apologize to the kids. Yeah. I'll be clear with Sarah. Josh is usually all smiles, but this time he's dead serious. Then Sarah walks in through the front door. Josh, welcome back. And I'm home. She enters the room, surprised to see me and no kids. Where are the kids? They're at Kelly's parents' house. Oh, I see. Then why not just leave them there from now on? That way, I can enjoy married life with Josh. Where were you? At my own house. What? I thought I was with another man. Jealous? Don't joke. You left the kids alone to go back to your house? I couldn't stand just looking after the kids in a house without Josh. Besides, those kids punched me in the stomach even though I'm pregnant. I can't forgive that. They're all my kids. Exactly. So they're not mine. If Kelly keeps taking care of them, that's fine by me. Right, Kelly? Stop it. Can you really be a mother like that? It's okay. This child is mine and Josh's. Is it really my child? Of course. That's when Josh pulls out a document from a large envelope and places it in front of Sarah. The words DNA test are visible. The baby in your stomach isn't mine, right? Huh? I had it tested. Turns out it's not my child. That's impossible. It's your child, Josh. You're saying the test results are a lie? I can't believe it. How can they test it before it's even born? Nowadays, paternity can be tested during pregnancy. That's a lie. I always made sure to never make such a mistake, always being careful. So when I heard she was pregnant, I thought something was off. That's why I got it tested. Turns out, it's not my child. What? Then whose child is it? Must be Kelly's brother's. Or maybe some other guy's. Didn't think it'd be discovered. What do you mean? Well, Josh is more handsome and kinder, and his smile is exactly my type. I thought he was much better than him. When I got pregnant with that guy's child, I thought if I said it was Josh's, Kelly would divorce him and Josh would marry me. That's insane. I mean, we did have a relationship, so I thought it wouldn't be found out. I never intended to marry you. What? But I'm much younger than Kelly. Age doesn't matter. I can't marry a woman who'd leave the kids alone. But the kids will be taken care of at Kelly's parents' house, so it's fine. I won't take them in. It's over between us, Sarah. What? No way. It was just a fling from the start. I thought it'd end when I got bored. I made Kelly write the divorce papers when you said you were pregnant, but I never planned to divorce. That's awful. Compared to what you did to the kids, it's nothing. After being clearly rejected by Josh, Sarah left the house crying. I thought it would be more of a battle, but it ended quite easily. Now, I went to pick up the kids from my parents' house. It was more complicated there. My brother was there, and he said he had no intention of continuing the marriage with a woman who cheated like Sarah. Josh offered to cancel the divorce since he wasn't the father, but I firmly said I had no lingering feelings for a cheater. The kids, seeing all this, refused to live with Josh. They cried, saying they wouldn't go back to their dads, so it was decided they'd stay with us. However, we agreed that he would pay $7,000 a month in child support. Josh, who always loved kids, tried to take them in, but since they refused, he had to start working a night job in addition to his day job to pay them. He thought remarrying might help him get the kids back, so he started dating again, but when he mentioned the kids, they all ran away. He came back to me proposing remarriage, thinking it was the best solution. But I refused, not wanting to marry a cheater. The kids, seeing this, glared at Josh, protecting their mom. In the end, Josh, once so handsome, grew thin and haggard from his busy work life, a shadow of his former self. As for Sarah, she tried to reconcile with my brother, thinking if Josh didn't work out, he might. But he refused, saying he couldn't stay with a cheating woman. She ended up living alone, something she feared the most. Moreover, the child she gave birth to had an illness, and she's struggling every day. She regrets not cheating and wishes she had continued her marriage with my brother. As for me, thanks to the child support, we're living comfortably. The kids have found a stable place, no longer looking sad, and we're all filled with happiness.